Hello, Pisces. Welcome and welcome back to Pisces Network, you guys. We're going to get into a reading, and this reading is straight from the comments section of where I asked you guys, what are your priorities? And we are going to tackle what I feel like was one of the most common themes about your priorities, which is your connection with spirit, your connection with source. And I really feel very just grateful for you guys feeling comfortable enough to share that with me. So I wanted to do a special reading to try to give you clarity on some of those situations. And I feel like because so many of you wanted to, enhance and maintain the connection that you have with spirit in a positive way, that's what we'll tackle first. All right. So today we are going to be digging into what could be blocking your connection with spirit or hindering your connection with spirit. And then we're going to see what could improve it. Okay. So you guys be sure as always to like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe. All right. Get in the comments, put the brains in the comments, you guys, if it's resonating. Anything you want to share, feel free to share it. This is an open space, but don't share too much of your personal information for your own safety and security, okay? Anything you need to know is in the description box below. You guys feel free to book your readings to see what your personal situations may hold for you, okay? If you guys have any questions about booking a reading, you can contact me through my website, okay? Let us see. Don't bring anything into your life that doesn't belong, okay? Go with what you know. I love you guys, and I appreciate you, okay? What are the messages, guardian angels, archangels? It's a little stiff. Like I'm using a lot of my hand muscles to shuffle these cards, so just be aware. Guardian angels, archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors of the highest vibration. Father, Mother, God, for Pisces, when it comes to their connection with spirit, their connection with source, their connection with you guys, they want to know. They want to know what they can do to enhance that connection. So now I'm just going to read this card and I'm going to shuffle a little bit more. But the pessimist says, setbacks or obstacles in life are not failures unless you quit. Don't allow negative thoughts to cripple you. So your spirit team is trying to tell you that being pessimistic could be blocking your connection with spirit, not believing that the things that they're telling you are actually possible, not believing that the guidance that they're giving you could actually work in your situation, feeling as if that little voice in your head that tells you can't do it is more powerful than the voice in your head that's telling you where you need to go and how you need to move. So they're basically saying that sometimes you guys listen too much to the negative voice in your head. Who and what you are at this moment is just right, just as you are. You have entered into your powerful place. I was about to say your powerful place. You have entered into your full power. And the insightful, know what you really want from a given situation so that you may gain understanding of what you truly desire. All right, so let's see. First of all, I feel like you guys could be a little stiff, a little nervous. You don't have to be nervous. They say that you are in your full power and that you know a lot. You can do a lot, okay? So what could be blocking Pisces from connecting more fluidly to source, spirit? What could be blocking Pisces? Wow, the deck is not in reverse, but it came out in reverse. The Peacemaker. Yeah. Any trouble or misunderstandings between friends or lovers are now healed. Reconciliation and reunion is possible. So what could be blocking you from your connection with source is a lack of peace about situations that you've evolved from already. A lack of peace about situations that you've healed or that you've overcome. These situations are still perplexing you and plaguing your mind when in reality those situations have already been resolved or they are being taken care of as we speak by your spirit team. All right. Any type of confrontation, conflict, controversy could be blocking you from having a true connection with your spirit team. Okay. Friends, lovers, family members, The situations that you have going on with these people in your life can be healed at this time if you are open to that healing. Okay, whether or not you plan to reconcile or reunite with these people, they're saying that the situation has resolved itself enough to where that reuniting or reconciliation is possible. At the bottom, we have the chameleon. You have the ability to mold and reinvent yourself to whatever the situation dictates. That will give you a huge advantage. So basically, even if you're dealing with someone who's very confrontational, even if you're dealing with someone who's very argumentative or like trying to struggle for power with you, you can adapt to that situation and become who you need to be in order to overcome the situation. You can become who you need to be to get the information that you need to obtain the knowledge that you are meant to obtain, or to have the upper hand or the advantage. Okay. Wow. The storyteller. This came out during the members' weekly reading. Communicate your ideas to a larger audience and persuade them to your side. The words you speak have power and impact. So what could be blocking you is that you don't see how formidable you are. You don't see how persuasive you are. You may feel negatively about situations being resolved, or you may feel negatively about being able to overcome certain situations because that little voice in your head or the petty actions of other people are causing you to feel like there's a disruption when there's not. So it's kind of like you're overcompensating, you're overcorrecting when you don't actually have to do that. And all that your spirit team really wants you to do is be able to see how adaptable you are. But you possibly even could be in a situation where you're allowing, with this chameleon, you could be blending in or assimilating yourself into situations with people who don't want peace, or who stir up drama, or who stay in some type of conflict. And you may be trying to go along to get along. And that can work in some situations. But remember, everything I say is about having balance. So if you're doing that too much, or if you're fading into the background or fading into the wall too much in these situations, it could challenge what you hear your spirit guides tell you, or what you hear your spirit team kind of express to you. Okay. We're going to get a thumbnail. Interesting. That's interesting. We're going to clarify that with some tarot, though. Let's see. What can Pisces do, Spirit, to enhance, reignite, enhance or reignite, or strengthen? What can Pisces do to enhance, reignite, or strengthen their connection with Spirit at this time? All right. The rising star. Why are these cards coming out in reverse? I feel like it's because you don't believe that you're the rising star. You're ready to receive the blessing of the universe. Your ambitions and talents are being noticed by those in power. You have to realize this about yourself. You have to realize and accept. Not only realization is the first step, acceptance is the next step. So you have to realize and accept that you're ready to receive these blessings that the universe has for you. There's nothing more that you have to do. Sometimes, even though healing is very positive, and we're going to look at this card because it popped too, even though healing is very positive and it's good to heal, sometimes you can get stuck in a cycle of healing and never transitioning out of that cycle to move on to the next phase. Because when you are constantly in a cycle of healing, it's like you can feel this kind of sense of protection around you because you're healing. Because when we go into cycles of healing, you guys, there is a certain level of protection when you decide to take a step, when you decide to get closer to God, get closer to source, get closer to spirit. There's a certain step that you're choosing to take that requires courage, and you are rewarded by being protected. Your reward in that moment of you being courageous enough to take that step is that your spirit team protects you. But sometimes you can get complacent into that phase, and that becomes a cycle in itself. Okay. Now, The stranger, someone or something you have yet to encounter, will enter your life and completely change your reality. And then, wow, I knew it. I knew this card was going to come out. The web weaver, weave and build a brighter future, make those connections and create new opportunities that can make your life better. Yeah. It's time for you to make new connections. It's time for new experiences to come into your life. And there's a bunch of people who you guys are supposed to encounter at this time or meet that you have to have the courage to meet. Okay? I might actually do another. I be wanting to get the best picture, y'all. I be wanting to get the best picture. And that's what I feel that we do, not only just with the thumbnails, but just in terms of the reading as a whole, getting the full picture. Yeah. You feel that people aren't going to understand you with this storyteller card. You feel that people aren't going to understand you. And this is the communication. Look, you may receive an unexpected message related to love endeavors or intuitively. That's from your spirit team. Be open to listen with an open mind. Yeah. So your spirit team is trying to tell you that these new experiences are coming into your life and that you're ready for it. And they want you to embrace it because it's actually going to provide you with a lot of the things that you've been praying for. It's going to open the door for you to receive a lot of the things that you've been praying for. However, aren't you ready for that? If you're not ready for that, then that's fine. But a lot of you are. A lot of you are ready for that. Don't you want for the next chapter to begin and not just be stuck in between the page? Because that's what your spirit team is asking you. If you don't let something go or fully embrace the fact that there's a certain part of your life that's come to a close and it's no longer necessary for you to live in that place. If you don't embrace that, then you will miss out on this stage of your journey. And your spirit team doesn't want you to do that. Okay? Let's see real quick. They asked me to pull one of these sacred symbols oracles to see what is transpiring in your life. We're not going to look at the bottom or the back. We're just going to look at the card that comes out. What is transpiring in Pisces' life to where these messages are coming forward? What is transpiring in Pisces' life to where these messages are coming forward, Spirit? Truth. You're definitely going to gain some clarity about the conflicts that you're facing, that your spirit team is wanting you to move forward from. What is transpiring in Pisces' life to where these messages are coming up at this time? Ooh, focus. It's a time where you're going to have a lot of focus, Pisces, in order for you to hit the nail on the head, in order for you to be on point. 24, that's a 6. And that's an arrow too. You're going to have to really be on your P's and Q's, on your A game. That's what I'm getting from that. Because the arrow is about precision sometimes to me. It's also about protection. So if you're on point and you're precise and you're on your A game, nobody can take anything away from you. So focus says, if you have been feeling scattered, now is the time to hone in on your desires. I think they meant hone, maybe not. Time to be direct and very clear with your intentions. Watch your thoughts because you are drawing into your life what you are focusing on. Dang. Meditate on this card when you want clarity and directness in thought and speech. The bow and arrow. The bow and arrow have long been used as a weapon for hunting and protection. Now they are used more for sport. It is with great focus, discipline, and sight that one becomes a skilled archer. Yeah. So you're hunting down, it feels like you're hunting down your desires. It feels like you're hunting down your dreams. We'll clarify that as well. But this is a time where you can't be distracted, because you have to be really clear about what it is that you want. Just like when the pessimism card came out and we saw, what was that other card? I can't remember what it was, but it was talking about how you need to know what it is that you want at this time so that you can basically go after it. And your focus is important, because you're focusing on, things that may be obsolete in your life, and you don't want to bring those things back into your life. Because they're telling you that whatever you're focusing on, you don't have to focus on it, because they're going to take care of it. All you have to do is look ahead. Let's see, what is this focus about? Why is this focus coming up now in Pisces life? Because the focus card is why basically they want you to have a stronger connection with them. This is what's transpiring, you manifesting your future. So why does Pisces need to have this focus? Seven of Wands. I told you it's about protection as well. You need to be on your P's and Q's so that you can be alert and agile when it comes to things coming out of nowhere, things that could be catching you off guard, people who could be trying to catch you off guard. It's like you have to expect the unexpected. And not only be focused so that you're not distracted and not paying attention, but also to be focused so that you can keep your eye on the prize, on the goal. Yeah, Page of Wands. This is a confirmation that there are going to be some things in the near future that are going to catch you off guard, that you may not totally be prepared for, but that your intuition, High Priestess, will be able to warn you or forewarn you about. Your intuition is going to give you confirmation of where you need to put up good boundaries. Your intuition is going to give you confirmation of things that are unexpected, that you may not see, but that you can feel approaching you. Okay. Because things are going to start moving forward quickly, Pisces. I'm telling you right now. What's this Seven of Wands? Ace of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. Wow. Four of Cups and the Six of Cups. Yeah. So let me tell you, this Ace of Cups and this Ten of Pentacles is the seeds that you've planted, a blessing that you're receiving. This could be love. This could be a long-term partner. This could be marriage. This could be a career that you really love, a business that you're cultivating. This is something that's going to make you very happy. This is a personal goal that you are striving to reach and that you've possibly been working towards for a long time, either consciously or subconsciously, that your spirit team is telling you you can have now. They're letting you know that this idea that you've had this whole time is available to be a reality right now. And that whatever it is that's stopping you or holding you back, that you're disappointed about from the past. Okay, it could be family, it could be children, it could be exes, it could be ex-spouses, it could be childhood. Whatever this is that you're remembering that you don't like could distract you from what this is here with the Ten of Cups and, I'm sorry, not the Ten of Cups, but hell, the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. There's some type of disappointment that you feel or that you felt for a long time that puts you in a place of being very defensive. This could actually cut you off from the people who you haven't met yet or the situations that you haven't encountered yet. It could cut you off from being open to those things and energetically receptive and magnetized towards those things, to where it's like you never really miss what's for you, but you can delay it with that type of attitude. That's what Spirit is trying to tell you. This is an illusion that you feel of being disappointed in a situation. There really shouldn't be anything that you're disappointed about, because whatever has left you was not meant for you. Whatever that didn't work out was not meant to hurt you, but it was meant to give you wisdom and knowledge and to help you grow and evolve into the person who you need to be in order to be receptive to these opportunities. Okay, so why is the Peacemaker here in reverse with the Chameleon and the Storyteller? When it comes to Pisces, disconnection from spirit, we have the Justice card. Yeah, this is a situation where you have to understand that everything happened the way it was meant to happen. Justice for all. It was fair and balanced. The universe don't make no mistakes. So whatever took place in the situation, it took place the way it was meant to take place in order for there to be fairness and balance and justice for everyone involved. Because if you would have gotten what you wanted, think about it. If you would have gotten what you wanted in a situation, or if a situation worked out exactly as you saw it working out in the past, right? There may be something that you would have been removed from in the present or the future. If you got everything you wanted in the past, that would be the peak. And I understand that may be difficult to understand or to comprehend or to grasp. But if that situation as it was the peak, you would still be unhappy. Wow, the Lovers and the Ace of Pentacles. That's interesting. Yeah, so seeing that things happen the way that they were meant to happen, seeing and understanding it and accepting that justice was served will alter your perception when it comes to making choices and seeing opportunities that you've been guided towards. What's this justice? What's this justice? Seven of Pentacles. Yeah. King of Pentacles. And the Nine of Cups. They feel that you're focusing a lot on what you've invested into a situation. Yeah, the Moon. A lot of your emotional power is focused on situations that didn't turn out the way you wanted and feeling a lack from that, feeling like you want to get a return on your investment from something and not understanding that you're never going to get a return on investment from the things that were creating tension, where you had to conform, where you could not gain or garner support from people who should have been there to support you. You hanging on to wanting to get that from those people who are never going to give you what you want, or you hanging on to getting that from situations that never planned on giving you what you deserve, is causing you to waste time, basically to delay time. It's putting you in this Five of Swords energy, which is creating destruction in your life, because what Spirit is trying to get you to see is that before the destruction comes, your acceptance that everything happened the way it was supposed to happen could prevent you from going through further chaos, turmoil, and destruction in the future. Being stubborn, being hard-headed, because you feel a situation is unresolved. Not relinquishing power, not relinquishing control to Spirit. That's what's cutting off your connection to Source, is because when they tell you something, or they send someone like me into your life to let you know what's really up, to give you tea on the situation, you don't want to hear it. Or you chastise the person who's sending you the message, whether it's your spirit team, your ancestors, your guides, the archangels, or readers. And I'm not making it about me. You got to get over that shit. What I'm saying is that that's what it is. That's just the reality of the situation. Is that when you hear things that you don't like, or when you hear things that trigger your ego or your pride, you want to turn it on another person, or you want to turn the situation around to protect that ego. And that is what's stopping you. It's like fighting the change that needs to happen so that you can actually get what it is that you feel like you're owed. They want you to stop fighting it. They want you to stop trying to get revenge or justice, or stop waiting for that to happen. They want you to go out there and grab it. And sitting stationary or being confined stationary in your mind about whether or not something is going to pay off or work out, or whether or not you're going to get what you're owed from a situation that never served you, is preventing you from being able to hear what your spirit team is trying to tell you about moving forward. Aquarius energy, Scorpio energy, Cancer energy, Libra energy, Taurus possibly. Yeah, Taurus, Libra, Cancer, Scorpio, Aquarius. Your real revenge is focusing on the future. All right. So what is this rising star reverse, the web weaver, and the stranger for what could help Pisces? Ten of Wands. Fight through. Push through. Push through the difficult times, the hard times, the confusing times. Put in the work. Go the extra mile. Even when you feel tired, do more. Man, when I tell you I'm exhausted. But listen, that's a part of it because, yeah, the star. Focusing on the work that you need to do, not being distracted, not taking on things that aren't yours, and not putting things on other people that aren't theirs. Taking accountability, not being a victim. Focusing on the work that needs to be done to get you to the point where you want to be. What's the Ten of Wands? Six of Cups. It's like your spirit team wants you to remember why you started. Your spirit team wants you to go back to those foundational beginnings. There's a place of innocence, childlike innocence, understanding the flow of what that innocence can bring to you, meaning you believing that the work that you're putting in is going to pay off. Not the focus that you're putting in on something else happening from the past and looking backwards in the story that you've been telling yourself, but understanding that the story that you see and the vision that you have for the future that you want is actually what's driving you. Yeah, Eight of Cups. And the shadow side, which is the devil. You have to separate your emotions from the past. Remove the attachment to it. Even if it's something that's difficult for you to do. It is hard. I'm not saying it like I've figured it out. These things affect me too. But I'm saying that this is what it is. What's the Ten of Wands? Ooh, Eight of Swords. Yep. What is this clearly telling you? Because you could say I'm a hater. You could say that I'm whatever. Or I'm making it about me. But what is this telling you? It's like you're binding yourself to the past by trying to force some type of quasi-justice that you feel like you're owed to take place in a situation where justice has already been served. And they don't want you to do that. Because the love that you show yourself and the love that you have the ability to show others right now is what's going to be your blessing. That's what's going to bring your wealth. That's what's going to make your finances improve. Because then you'll be prepared for situations where people are being petty towards you. You'll be prepared for situations when people are coming at you sideways. But focusing on the loss of the past and manifesting from that place, like the focus card said, is going to just bring more burdens into your life. Maybe thinking about the good memories would help you to stay focused on your goal. Maybe thinking about how you want to, bring a better future for your kids and your grandkids or your future kids. Maybe that'll help you. Maybe understanding the truth and the clarity and the security that lies in seeing it for what it is and opening your eyes, even if it's scary or even if it's hard. Looking at the goal, focusing on it. It kind of feels like when I was little, my mom used to take me to the mall. I think it was called Lincoln Town Center or Lincolnwood Town Center Mall or something like that in Chicago. And she used to take me there and we would get Auntie Annie's pretzels. And she used to tell me, now when we go in here, don't ask for nothing, Casey. I'm not buying it. The answer is no. So don't even upset yourself by asking. And I understand why she said that, because she didn't have the money. And it was more heartbreaking to be in there and have so many beautiful things that I wanted. It was more heartbreaking for me to go in there with the expectation. I guess in her mind, this is what she thought. It was more heartbreaking for me to go in there thinking I was going to get something when she know I wasn't going to get nothing than it was to tell me up front that you ain't getting nothing. And maybe be pleasantly surprised if she did get me something. Right? So people may see it as negative, but I see it as positive, because there were a lot of times where I could be focusing on the fact that I wasn't able to go into the mall and buy what I wanted or have what I wanted. Or I could choose to focus on the fact that sometimes when we did go in the mall, I would get a pretzel, or I would get some cinnamon bites, or I might get some earrings, or not earrings because my ears weren't pierced for a long time, but I might get like a necklace from Claire's that I didn't know I was going to get, or a ring that was $2 or $3. And me focusing on the fact that my mom was a hardworking single mother who overcame a lot of struggles and poured her heart into me so that I could know how to pour my heart into my kids and they could know how to pour their heart into their kids, therefore breaking generational curses that are on my family of not feeling nurtured by a parent and feeling more as if you're being seen and not heard. I could focus on the way she made changes in that way, and the way she still tried to sacrifice for me to have what I needed and the things that would really enrich me. Or I can choose to stay in the same bubble of BS and focus on the things that I didn't get. It's your choice, Pisces. It is. They're saying that it's your choice now of how you want to perceive situations that have taken place in your life.